Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be talking about my first job experience I ever had. And it was pretty recent. It was just last year as the COVID-19 lockdown hit. Yeah, I'd mostly started a job just to get some capital because I wanted to do different stuff online, I needed some capital online, some startup money. So yeah, let's get into my job experience. You wouldn't believe the kind of things I had to do sometimes. So basically, we had to put like different poles around somebody's large property. Like their property was like huge, like acres, right? And we had to put up around it was three different poles, right? And different parts, right? And let me tell you, different steps I had to do with other people in putting on these poles. Like it was so what to say it was like hard work. Like what? To begin with, they sent me on a task, right, with a wheelbarrow to go. It had like around maybe 50 feet from where we were working. It had a site where it had boulders, and my task was to go and load out the wheelbarrow with boulders and go back and forth with the wheelbarrow and chop it off. Now that's part of the material that we needed to put up the poles. At first it didn't seem that hard, but trust me, when you load literal boulders in a wheelbarrow and have to carry it a certain distance back and forth, it tends to put a strain on you. Sorry. And this is the boulders, right? My bad, it was not 50 feet, that's a short distance. It was at least maybe half an acre away, right? Yeah, it was a good distance. It was about 3 to 5 minutes walk away, right? I had to carry it back and forth. So let me show you. And trust me when I say it heavier than it looking at. And trust me when they carry it for a distance, oh god, my shoulder started to be like, boy, what you doing, boy? And after doing all that, we will start to dig a hole around 6 to 7 feet deep, right? Yeah. And that also was tiring by itself, bro. Mostly tiring because of the blazing hot sun that had outside. Because I'm from the Caribbean and that sun has hit different when it's on the full shine. So yeah. Now here comes the hard part. Actually carrying the long poles. So we had to carry the long poles to different parts of the property, right? And bro, this thing here, this nearly killed my shoulder. Because what we had to do, right? It was 5 of us, right? It was, and all of them was they were around 5'7", 5'8", and I'm around 6'1", 6'2". So I had to go in the back as the anchor, right? And we had to put the pole on our shoulder, right? That's how it had. That's so envision the pole on my shoulder, right? Hold on, let me see if I can picture the pole for you. The dimensions of the pole was around 32 feet long, and 400 kg is the weight here. 400 kg. Sorry, 450 kg is the weight. So it was pretty heavy. It was real heavy, right? And it was 5 of us lifting it up, right? And we put all the weight on our shoulder so we can walk, because we have to walk in different parts of the property with it, right? And in some parts we had to walk through a kind of narrow drain way now, right? So what they had to do is one person have to leave the pool and go around the drain and then lift back up the pool now, right? In order to pass through the entrance. It was real plants and stuff blocking it, right? And wait, I think I have a picture of it. Hold on. Right. So where the arrow is, it had a pole right around there. You wouldn't see it properly in the picture. And where the circle is, that's a little drainway where we had to walk to carry it, right? We couldn't have walked with the pole with this whole entrance area that you're seeing, because the picture wouldn't show it properly, but it had lines running over, 10 lines now. And the pole, it would have hit the lines, and then, that is chaos. So in order to access the drain, each of us, one by one, have to leave the pole and pass around one of the beams in order to go to the drain. And what had happened is, every time you leave the pole, obviously more weight will be added onto your shoulder. So for the last 2 people, remember I am the back, right? The last 2 people left the pole, so therefore it's only 3 people holding the pole and I'm the anchor in the back. So therefore all the weight that 450 pounds just ponging on my shoulder. The pounds, sorry, 450 kg just ponging on my shoulder. And I go down to my knees, I straight in air. If you see the pain I was in, I was like, oh, you hurry up and come back on now, please. It was real pain. Die all that. And plus, we had to walk a little distance. I don't want to go to the location we had to reach. So, I tell you, my shoulder was crying at the end of the day. My shoulder was real crying. Everything that was it? No. Hard working done. Now we have to mix the cement. We have to mix the concrete, right? And the thing is, I was working with Venezuelans, right? And fun fact, Venezuelans, they work hard and fast. They don't stick. They work with pace. So when they were mixing it real quick, and I had to move with them. So when they're mixing it with the shovel, I had to mix it with the shovel real quick, and they load it in the bucket. I had to load it with them real quick. We had to run, scoop it, fill it with the hole now, you know. And wow, if you see the pace, so yeah. Now we have our next mission to load the next pole by another part of the property. But the thing is, we couldn't pass the regular route because, as I said, certain parts of the property have lines and stuff passing over now. So we had to go out in the road and pass it over the wall, right? But here now, that wall was high. That wall had to be at least, 13 feet high or something, right? So obviously it was hard for us to put a 450 kg pole over that wall. So if you see a drama for us to do it, right? So one of the persons had to leave the pool to climb on top of the wall so they can get the top of the pole now and try and pull it up while we pushing and sing. If you see. And I went and it had a drain in between us and the wall. So somebody had left the pool because it would have fell in the drain now because we actually getting the pool over the wall, surprisingly, right? Even with all our weight. And I was in the back as usual because I'm the tallest one. And for a moment, most of the weight from the 450 kg pool was on my shoulder while I was pushing. And I literally fell down with the pool. Like, I couldn't take it anymore and I fell down. It was real embarrassing because it was a group of people surrounding me and I was like, I know fall long in front of all of them looking like a weak boy. Not like a weak, yeah. It was a real heavy pool, right? So we finally get over the wall. We put it in the hole, right? And we dug multiple holes, right? And now, this is the hard part for me again. Yeah, many parts of this whole job was hard, right? To carry the cement to that location. Now, what had happened is that cement, where we had mixed it, we mixed all the cement to one location, and that was the first location, right? And to reach the next location had to be at least half of an acre, right? So let me tell you what I had to do. I had to carry a wheelbarrow of cement filled to the brim, wheelbarrow of cement, right? Concrete, and tote it half an acre back and forth, right? Back and forth. If you know the strain on my shoulder, because I remember I had to walk with that, and I know you can't really imagine it, but toting a full wheelbarrow of cement, half an acre, that was a lot of work. And back and forth, because you had to fill the hole, and I was at the pool. That was tiring. And thankfully, that was the last part of that tiring job for the day, because all this was done on a day, right? And surprisingly, we had to do it fast. It was on 3 poles in probably 8 from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. or something. Yeah. And here went on. Okay, I'll make a part 2. It had a different story, but the different story I talking about this one is an embarrassing story, right? And the embarrassing story, same electrical work, but it's different job, and I'll make a next video on it. So guys, thank you for listening. Thank you if you stayed to the end. I really hope you enjoyed my little experience, my little story. If you did, can you please smash that like button, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate you guys. Peace.